feel me?
Okay. My name is Renee Carr-Johnson and my brand is RKJ Designs. So I started my company last year of August 2022, but I like to say that my actual company started when I was actually in high school. Growing up as a South Asian woman, I felt like I didn't really understand the beauty of being South Asian. I feel like I always wanted to hide my identity. I didn't want to be Indian. I felt like being Indian was frowned upon. I felt like I wanted to hide that identity about me. I always wanted to fit in. So whatever people around me were wearing, I wanted to fit in with the clothes, the identity, the way people talked. I constantly felt like I had to fit in to not be standing out because I already felt like my skin color, how I looked was already standing out on itself. And it wasn't until college where I started experimenting more with how I express myself. So I would start wearing like Indian jewelry with my Western clothes, or I'd wear like a bindi with my Western clothes. And I started to embrace the beauty of the culture that the South Asian world actually presented. And as I started this new line, I realized that there are a lot of other people like me that actually experience that same difficulty. And I think what is the most beautiful thing about my line is that we bring together, the South Asian culture and the Western culture and bring it together to show the world that South Asian beauty has always been there. And it's time for us to bring that into the fashion world and show the world that you don't have to be South Asian to wear, intricate clothes that showcase our fashion and our beauty. And we want to uncover that and show the world how beautiful our culture actually is. I would say when I first started my line last year, I was so intertwined with the idea of wanting to do bold colors and bold prints to really showcase that South Asian identity. But then I realized that if I want to really showcase that South Asian beauty and become more fusion, I have to show that in a small stepstone way. So if you can see my collection tomorrow in the show, we're bringing a little more subtle South Asian beauty. So for example, in one of our outfits, we have a jasmine dress. So it's like a white silk dress with a jasmine flower gloves and a jasmine intricate flower decorations to show that more subtle South Asian beauty. To show everyone that, the small hidden beauty of, intricate designs is all that really needs to be there. And I think that if there could be one person that I change, like a small Indian or South Asian girl, seeing, someone who's not looking like them, wearing something South Asian inspired, they can be like, wow, someone who doesn't look like me feels beautiful wearing something that I also own. I think that can be something that changes the way that women feel about themselves, especially if they're South Asian. Advice I would give to anyone who's trying to start their design career is, I would say that it gets hard and there's going to be times where you want to give up and you don't want to do it again, and you constantly think, why am I doing this? What am I doing? Why am I doing all this? But I think it's important to realize that when you look back in your life, there's nothing worse than the bill of regret. I know that in 10 years, if I look back, I'm going to be proud that I actually just tried something, and I'll always regret that I didn't do something that I've always wanted to do. So if you ever even have that small passion, I would say just go for it, because there's nothing worse than regret.